Friends, we are back with the next topic on Power Query. Today, we'll show you how to play around with text fields in Power Query. Let me give you an example. Suppose we have a data like something like this. If you see that it's the full name, unique ID, department and position, both fields are combined with some delimiters, and we want to transform this data like something like this. To see this in practical, let's move to the Excel sheet. So we have this data, okay, and it's already converted into data table. Let's just quickly import this into Power Query. So now our data is imported into Power Query. So now we have to transform this into as per our requirement. So first of all, we start with department oblique positions because it's just pretty straightforward. In transform or in home tab, go to split column, split by. Here you have multiple options available. For our scenario, by delimiter is fitted in every manner, so we clicked on it. A window will pop up. So Power BI is smart enough. He automatically find the delimiter in the text. But if you observe that we have a space before and after the delimiter, so we have to manually put it here because Power Query automatically understand what is my delimiter, but we have to give extra spaces because it doesn't consider two delimiter at the same time. So in this case, I have put one space in front and one in backward, so that once my data or my column got split, it will not have extra spaces. Otherwise, I have to again transform it by using a trim function to remove the extra spaces. So let's just click OK. So my department and positions got separated into two different columns. We'll change the headings in the later stage when we make all the required changes. So now let's move to the unique code. So to do the transformation, again go to the split column. You have option in the last coming by non-digit to a digit. Mean it will start from a non-digit, that's mean an alphabet, and end to end digit. So wherever while doing the transformation, when system found the first alphabet in that text, it will split from that space. So let's click on it. Just one thing I missed out. Let me remove this step. When we split this department and position into two columns, a change type, new step applied as a change type. But earlier also my department and position is in text format, and post transformation is again it's a text format. So we don't require that extra step, so we can remove that. So be cautious. You should review all the steps which system tracked automatically. Sometimes like this, we don't require that change steps to make the code more effective and more readable. If we don't look for these things, our code become more heavier, and it will create pain for us when we are doing troubleshooting, because we have to look for each and every step where there is a flaw. So now come back to unique. I've already explained you that we need to go and split column by non-digit to digit. I don't need this anymore, so you can right click delete, or you can just select the column and press delete button. Now my next step is to add ID in front of it. For this, go to Transform tab, look for Format, and there are options: Add Prefix and Add Suffix. Add Prefix means adding something uh, bef- uh, before text, and this is suffix means adding something after text. So we want to add ID in front of 01, so we'll do ID. Let's this and click OK. So I'm done with two columns. Right now my last thing is to do with the splitting the full name into first name and the second name. And if you have seen it, I am ignoring the middle name and my two names having middle name, so I don't require that middle name. Okay, so to do that again, we have to click the column, then we go to the sorry then we go to the split column. Now if you have observed, there are two sections, transform and add columns in the above, and most of the things are same here, right? What transform will do? Transform, once we applied the step, it will perform the action on the same column. But when we add a column, what it will do? It will add a new column and it will remain. It will untouch that column. It will not change that column at all. And as an output, it will give a new column to us. Then okay, go to the select the column text before delimiter, and in this case our delimiter is space. Once I clicked it, a new column will come, text before delimiter. Now we have to apply the same step for the last name. Again, select the column, go to text after delimiter. Again, my delimiter is space, but there is a catch. I don't want my middle name, right? So if again I press OK, what it's giving me as an output? It giving me with the last name and the middle name. And if I want to extract, again I have to do the same step after delimiter, then it will give. But instead of this, we can do a command here which make it which give us output in a one go. Again, we'll click on text after delimiter. My delimiter is space here. You go to advanced option. Now in the scan for the delimiter, look for the from the end of the input. So what it will do, it will start, instead of starting from the front, it will start from the back. Let's click out. See, we get our last name as well. So we don't need this column anymore. So my data is ready. And if you want to format this, go, because if you see that my some last names are coming, it's not in the proper format, right? I need I have already splitted it, so I can go to transform, format, capitalize each word. So by the action which I have done earlier will explain you what is the difference between a transform and the add column. Means what's the output you received when you use the same option from transfer, and what output will come when you use this option from format, add column and transform. Now the last step is to import the data on the Excel file. So close and load. I will do an existing sheet. Let me import here E3 E1, sorry. Okay, my data is here, right? Okay, Now, let me add something here. I'm adding something into table only, right? Let me add to fetch the information. Just right click, refresh. My action is done. So quick, right? So in Power Query, we have to invest the time or invest our time for the first time to decide how to do that, and we can do the same in we once data refresh or data add, it will turn or it will give you output such quick. We have forgot to change the uh, heading, so let's do that as well. To do the same, you need to just double click. I change the position. This is my first name. This is my last name. Okay. Now to do the refresh preview, close and load. It's refreshing. It's done. Hope you understand the topic and you find it very useful. For any further queries and feedback, please do mention the same in comment section. Please do subscribe and like our videos so that you will get the notification for our upcoming videos. Goodbye and have a good day.